Hey everybody, so this week I've been working on a little bit of different kinds of content. A couple weeks ago I did a video about what I wore to work, and a lot of people really enjoyed it and liked seeing kind of what I do in terms of styling for different things, and I thought that it would be fun to kind of start a regular series on my channel that is more style oriented. Now, I will admit this is kind of hard for me to film because I'm getting ready early in the morning, trying to get to work. I can maybe spare 5-10 minutes to film, but generally I'm not responsible enough to be giving like a ton of time before I need to head out. So I'm still playing around with what the format's going to look like. I would really love to be able to kind of do it more vlog style, but this is what I have for now. And I thought it'd be really fun to kind of do different style challenges for me, because even though I like to shop, and I like to shop a lot, I can get into style ruts, and sometimes that's what pushes me to keep buying new things, is that I really don't rework old things. And so I'm hoping that by doing kind of like a style diary and really pushing myself to do a complete outfit for most days of my life, that would be like a really fun thing to do. So this week is going to be our first week, and what I did this week is kind of like a soft challenge to myself. Really the only thing I wanted to focus on was accessories. So oftentimes when I go to work, I will figure out the top, bottom, the dress I want to wear, and the shoes, and it stops there. I don't really put too much thought into earrings, jewelry of any kind. I wear kind of like the same crossbody bag every single day. So this week I wanted to play around with my purse collection, try new accessories, and it was really fun, and it was nice to change it up. And honestly, I'm somebody that, like, my purse is my cell phone, my wallet, a pen, and my lipstick, and that's it. So it's really easy for me to change purses, and it actually is kind of nice to do that and kind of shake up my everyday wear. So that's what I'm going to focus on as I show you this week's outfits. By the way, if you have any ideas of different themes or challenges you want me to take on, please let me know. I've seen Jessica Torres do like things like wearing all of a certain brand during a week. I'm not sure if I could do that necessarily, but it might be something where like one week I focus on skirts or dresses. Some of you said that you don't wear a lot of dresses. I used to never wear dresses. I always wear pants, and some of you only wear dresses, and so that might be fun to kind of do a week of those different things. Let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely take your ideas into consideration. So Monday for work, I really just like put on a pair of pants and a sweater and called it a day. That was actually like, I wanted to start on Monday and I didn't, and I was like, see how sad my outfit is? See what happens when I don't prepare? I just put on something and go. So I'm gonna start us off on Tuesday. So Tuesday I had about 10 individual meetings with my students. They're all about to start like a research project, so I was consulting with them on that. And then I also had a committee meeting at work. So I wanted to be comfortable but put together. I knew I was going to be sitting a lot, kind of tired from just so much socialization and having to pay attention and do kind of work with different people at different times, that I knew comfort was going to be key. And so I had just gotten that Caslon jumpsuit, and I was definitely going to wear it. But the accessories are what helped me kind of push it into a new direction. So I ended up putting together just some basic brown sandals with it that I got from Universal Thread at Target. And then I threw in some earrings. So I want to say that I got these earrings from Francesca's sometime over the fall. I really like kind of like the boho aspect of them. And because it's gold and cream, it goes with a lot of different things. So I knew I wanted to pair it with the jumpsuit just because it'd be a nice little hint of color and decor to go with it, but it wasn't like super distracting. And it fit kind of the relaxed vibe that the jumpsuit had. But when I went and walked my dog, I realized it was really cold outside. So I ended up throwing on this like sage green Moto Jacket that I got from Old Navy, actually from the straight size. It's an XXL. And I really loved how that kind of pulled the look together in a different direction. Honestly, I'm running a bit wide. Be brave. Because I was now balancing kind of like this golden cream earring, the black jumpsuit, brown sandals, the green jacket. I now felt like I kind of have a lot of going on, even though it all seemed to work really well together. So I decided to go for a neutral bag. And I hadn't used my backpack that I got from my Fabfitfun box yet, so I thought this was a perfect time to do so. So the Fabfitfun bag is a backpack, and it comes down and just buttons here in the front. This actually worked really well for the day that I was having, because since I was going to be in my office so much, I packed my lunch and everything fit into here really well. I don't typically carry backpacks on a day-to-day basis, especially not if I'm going into stores. However, because I work on a campus and I don't like park outside of my building most of the time, I have to walk a good distance to my building. And you know, if you've ever been on a college campus, it's usually pretty spread out. So the backpack actually fit into that atmosphere perfectly well. And I thought was a really cute little detail that added on to the feel of my outfit, especially with that Moto jacket, and was just a cool another little detail. And because the metallic details aren't like that big of a deal, they're just only little pieces, I didn't feel like it clashed with the gold because they're silver. I just thought this was really cute and worked well with that outfit. I felt very casual, but put together and cool, and that's all I could ask for. So Wednesday was another busy day. For some reason, like all the meetings happened in the very same week. So Wednesday, I had meetings from 10 a.m. all the way till 4 p.m., which included the meeting to teach. So I had we were doing hiring, so I was meeting new people that were potentially going to be brought into my program. I had meetings with different people within my program, and then I also had to teach. And so I wanted something that looked professional but was comfortable again. And it was starting to warm up, so I wanted something a little bit spring oriented, and so I hadn't worn out my shirt dress from Target yet, and so that was what I decided to use as my base. I threw on those exact same brown sandals because they are super comfy, and then another pair of Francesca earrings. And so originally when I was putting the outfits together, I was thinking, yeah, of course these would go well with that dress because the dress is striped and part of the stripe is cream, but what I ended up going with, I can't find the other one, I don't know what happened to it, gotta look for that, is I went with this style instead. So if you're into these like fringe style earrings, which I am into, Francesca's has like a really good selection of them. I loved the little pop of mustard with that outfit because it was blue and cream and brown, and so the mustard really stood out. And I think that these earrings kind of offer that balance of like not too much but just enough, and I felt like it was really cute. And because I was kind of at that point bringing in warmer tones, I brought back out this bag. I wore it a good bit in the fall. I got this from a Stitch Fix, so if you go and look at I think my first Stitch Fix box that I ever got, you'll see this in there. It's a crossbody bag, and it's by the brand Street Level. You might be able to find it on Poshmark, but it's just a simple little envelope bag. Again, tossed my things in this one and went out, and I liked how the look all came together. There was multiple patterns going on, multiple shapes, textures. That's all I can really ask for in an outfit in terms of them coming together cohesively, and so I really enjoyed what I wore on Wednesday. I have been getting questions about people wondering what I wear underneath dresses to prevent chub rub. I do wear shorts underneath all my dresses. It's really just a comfort thing. Bike shorts, there's bike shorts you can buy for like $8 I think from Target, but I actually have some from Catherine's, and they're like a really silky material. They're actually in their shapewear section, but to me they don't really shape much of anything. They just sit on your skin and create a silky barrier, and I prefer that style. So I'll make sure to link those down below along with all the details from the outfits. So after a really busy Monday through Wednesday, Thursday was a day that I got to work from home, and I ended up going to a local cafe to do some grading because it's hard for me to concentrate on work when I'm actually at home, but I commute to work, so it's really nice to have one day where I don't commute. Anyways, what I decided to wear was, geez, what did I wear? Oh yeah. So, in my last trunk club, I got a lot of stuff from Caslon and I really loved it. So I went on Nordstrom Rack and found a Caslon t-shirt for $14.97. I had bought it with a gift card that I had for Nordstrom Rack, and that had come in the mail the day before, so I wanted to wear that out. And I just paired it with high-waisted jeans from Charlotte Russe, which is no more. That store is closed now, or closing, and then some boots. And so this was just like gray denim and black. I mean, the most basic kind of color palette you have, but because I was just gonna go to the coffee shop, I didn't want to put like too much effort into it. So I played off the moody colors and wore my new bag that I had shown you in a recent haul. That is a Rebecca Minkoff bag. I love this, and what's great about this bag is it is super big and pulls out really far. I still actually have a cord in here, so it fit my laptop cord and everything I needed to go to the cafe and do some work. And so I was really able to pile a good bit of things in here and then go do my work. I took pictures of it with just the handle, and I had taken the strap with me in the bag itself. About midway through the day, I put the strap on. I just like a crossbody bag. I prefer it. I get really annoyed having to like pick up a bag constantly. So that's what I did with the bag. I had worn my hair up that day, I just put it in a ponytail to go work, and so I decided to wear some studs. And what I did is I wore these studs. They are from House of Harlow, 1960, is it? I forget. But basically this is the jewelry brand by Nicole Richie. I actually picked these up years ago. I want to say I was either in college or right after college. These are old, very old, but they're very solid pieces of jewelry. I think I got them at Nordstrom, so I was probably in graduate school when I got them. I like them. They are pretty big, and so they do stand out. They are a little bit heavy though, so about halfway through the day I ended up taking them off. I am very sensitive to jewelry. If it's just like too much, it's too much on me. I do not like it if I feel weighted down. And you'll notice kind of a theme of earrings, and that's because things on my wrist or hands I'll get annoyed with after a little while. And so of course you can jazz up any of these outfits with those things. This is just kind of my preference. Okay, so for Friday I went to work and I had another staff meeting. This time it was a staff meeting that I was putting on with my co-director, and I went with the black Eloquii t-shirt dress. I had it for like a week. I hadn't worn it yet, and so I wanted to wear that out now that it had gotten warm enough to have my legs out and about. So of course a black dress is like blank canvas for accessories. Now the previous day I had done some filming, or maybe it was the day before, I'd done some filming to try out the Lane Bryant Beauty Curve line, and I happened to go into a Charlotte Russe that was closing, and I found this headband. Now, not all headbands are created equal. Some of them are very uncomfortable. Some of those wire ones I got for Christmas, if you watched that video a long time ago, are a little uncomfortable to wear, but this one is super comfortable, and there's some details I really like about it. So one is the pattern. The pattern is reminiscent of animal print, but it's not animal print. Also, because it's a black base, I feel like it's not like too much whenever you see it on somebody's hair, especially someone like me who has dark hair. I really like the fringe edge on this. I think that's a fun little detail, and it's on both sides, and then you can see it in this little middle knot section. I also think the knot is not too obnoxious, which sometimes happens with these headbands. It's just like, whoa, that's a lot of fabric. I felt like this was like a good amount of fabric and really cute on, and so I wanted to wear this with it. And then I thought, well, like what bag? I mean, I'm already still kind of staying in neutral colors. What do I do with that? So I thought it was actually a good time to kind of break out the actual animal print. It went with the color story, and I love this bag. I just got it at Charming Charlie's. They were having a buy one get two free for their clearance, so I got 3 bags for $22, this being one of them. It has a good middle section with a floral print, which I think is really cute, and then 2 little side pockets. So again, another crossbody because that's what I love. And then I'm trying to think what shoes I wore. Oh, I wore Croc flats, which are not at all, you know, going to show up in Elle magazine about fashion, but they're super comfortable. And after a week of kind of wearing either sandals or heels, I needed a break for my feet, and those Croc flats gave me that break. So on Saturday, I didn't do too much. I stayed home for most of the day, but I had a friend coming. He works 3rd shift, so we were going to hang out at nighttime and get a late dinner and then go see Captain Marvel. And so I did not get like a good image of this. In fact, I only have like 2 images. I don't have a video or anything. But I ended up wearing, I want to say it's the Rue top from Wildflower & Co. Boutique. I've shown it in a previous video. I'll link it below. I think that top's like really kind of sexy in an understated way. It's gray. I wore high-waisted jeans and boots, and so again, kind of working off of like a very neutral palette. For my jewelry on Saturday, I went with some silver hoops. These are brushed metal silver hoops. I want to say I got them from the Universal Thread line at Target. They're a very good line if you like basic metal kind of jewelry, and yeah, so I wore these ones. And then I broke out this bracelet. Again, something I've had for years. I want to say I maybe got this off of Hot Look or something when I was in graduate school. When I was like doing my original blogging, I just kind of held on to it for a long time. But he actually did compliment me on my jewelry, which I thought was interesting because usually he doesn't notice that stuff. Because I was working with such a basic color story of like kind of silver, grays, denim, etc., I decided to throw in this bag. This was another one that I got as part of the buy one get 2 free deal at Charming Charlie's. It is just a wristlet clutch with a simple, you know, design. It's kind of got this nice teal green blue deep color. It's got 1 big pocket, and so this is really easy. Just kind of chuck your stuff in and go, and gave a nice little addition to what the outfit had going on for it, but not like too much. It wasn't going to steal the show or anything. It just added a little pop of color. Brings us to today. It's Sunday. I went over to my family's house and we celebrated like 3 birthdays and an anniversary all at once. If you have a really big family, you know how that goes. Everyone gets lumped together. And so it was just kind of like a hangout at the house kind of day. But I had gotten this shirt from Wildflower Co. last night, and it was just spring in a bag. You know, like I opened it and I was just like, spring. I've always kind of wanted a shirt like this, but I haven't found one that fits me really well in the hips. So I was super excited to see how well it fits. Of course, you'll see footage of it in its full glory. And because it had so much color in the top, I knew I could play with color in my accessories. So what I did is I wore these earrings. Now, I've owned these like Lane Bryant earrings at least a year, if not 2 years, possibly more than that. I bought them a while ago, like thinking I would wear them and just never wearing them. And suddenly I have this shirt and I'm like, it's come to this moment. Like, it's finally had its time where it belongs in an outfit. So I threw these earrings on, which I think are really fun. I put my hair half up so that the earrings really showed. And yeah, I really like this combination. And then because everything else was already so spring, I told you that I was in the market for a rattan bag, and I got that this weekend too. So I paired it with this rattan crossbody bag. Let me close it correctly. I got this from the brand Amory, and I have to say I really love this bag. Look at the detail of how this is put in there. It is sewn in, but it also just has that rattan feature on the side. It has this little detail on the back of that slight little cross, and you'll see it here too. And then it has the opening. Now I've seen some people open bags like this from like ModCloth or other things, and they talk about how stiff it is. This is not stiff. It is fine. You're not going to feel like you're going to mess up the bag at all. Super impressed by that. And I really love the print inside, and it actually is pretty darn roomy. So I will say the only thing is that this real rattan has a smell. Like when you get close to it, you can tell it's a woody smell, like as if you're smelling like wood that's been burned, like a campfire. And all I can think is that they must use some heat elements to, you know, get the bag, and there's just lots of treatment probably happening to this wood. But whenever I picked it up from my leasing office, they were saying that it smelled like beef jerky. And it does smell a little bit like beef jerky. And I'll admit, when I got in the car with my dog Lola, she actually tried to take a little bite, and I was like, no, this is my purse. Don't you mess with it. But I'm really happy with it. I think it'll just air out and be fine. The strap is nice and long and perfect for this kind of outfit, and I'm thinking about getting another one, but in a different color and circular. So, this was my week of style. I am hoping to continue this. I don't know if I'll put it out every week or every 2 weeks, but it's kind of like a style diary. This is the stuff that I think about when I put my outfits together. And for this week, it was really like, I want to change my purse every day. I want to make sure I'm not wearing the same earrings all the time. And I did wear more accessories than I normally do. Of course, I'm sure some people that are like, no, I have to have a ring, a bracelet, a belt. But this was a lot for me, and I really think it pushed my outfits to the next level. Got a lot of notice from that, and people really came up to me and said stuff about the things I was wearing, which I always really appreciate. And so, yeah, I think it was a successful first style diary week. I hope you enjoyed what I wore. Of course, tell me what you think down below about my outfits, how you would wear some things, how you would style the pieces. And then, of course, if you have different themes or challenges you want me to take on, let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.